door provide their checks and their information within, what was it, 14 days?
They did though, right?
I don't know, I haven't looked. I mean, it's not my sister. But we do, once we've been made aware of it, we were on it, and yeah, and we reached out very quickly, and it is with, the attorney has notified.
So, another question, like.
Can I ask who you are?
I'm Laura.
Laura, okay, Laura,
Larry.
okay, thank you, I just wanna know.
Get excited because she's my other partner.
I'm
This
just
is my
helping
other
her,
partner.
I'm just helping
No,
her.
I just wanna know who you are.
So the same people, with the front door, the screen door is broken.
Yep.
And it's not, my office is right there, so they're like in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and it's slamming all day and all night. And even when I'm in my bed, in the master bedroom, it's like bang, bang, bang. I mean, how do you guys deal with stuff like that?
When we did our walk around, so we did a pretty extensive walk around on, was this the 11th? No, on April 4th, we did a walk around. Janet came to the property and we went to every single cluster, inside of the courtyard and out. And I don't even know how many pictures she took, but she went from essentially a full battery to 5%, just from all of the pictures.
Shut off on the last
Yeah,
picture.
all the pictures that she was taking. Because of the volume, she has not had the time to be able to go through, but she's got, how many pages of notes did you take? The list of violations, of screen doors, of.
Yeah, but you're not gonna hear the door.
You're not gonna, it
But
doesn't
if
look
it doesn't look like it works, or
It's
something,
just bang.
then it might need a,
Three.
And I did reach out to the owner a couple times, I'm like, hey, can I have this fixed, or I'll fix it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, I work from home, and my
Yeah.
office is right there, and it's constant,
and they,
and nothing, it's crickets.
Is it broken and visibly broken? Because we can send a letter to have them do.
like the thing
fix
doesn't,
it.
there's not
I don't
that thing
think,
in it.
what is that, like
vacuum
hydraulic
closure.
thing?
Yeah.
Is it something maybe
Closure.
Jesus?
Yeah.
Bam.
No.
No.
Do they have one of
Not
those?
Jesus.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean,
It's Gina with the 3 contractors that we
Yeah.
don't know if they're still vetted or not. The car is not there yet, so
Okay.
we're always left like in wondering.
So, I
What's
mean,
going
if
on?
you can take a picture of it, if there's not, if that thing's not there,
Why
that's not
not, but should I
functioning
go and
door.
open the door and close it, and videotape it?
Listen, we got cameras all around. For us to be doing all this stuff is very, very, that's why it's harder and harder to, I mean, I'm on everybody's ring now.
I'm gonna give you the blunt answer on behalf of the board, and I don't wanna argue about it, cause I know I'm always the bad guy, I don't wanna argue about it. It's a neighbor to neighbor issue, the neighbor's bothering you. If you want the association to get involved in a neighbor to neighbor issue and deal with it, you've got to provide them some kind of backup, so they can do a noise or nuisance type complaint. They're the hardest to prove. That's what we ran into with Terry with, I'm pointing like she's here, she's not, but with the dog that wouldn't stop barking. So we need something from you, whether it's, like Laura said, identifying that the door is broken, because we can send a letter easily saying, repair your stuff.
Right.
But if not, then like consistent video of the noise. A copy of a letter you sent to them saying, please fix, something, anything to give the board some teeth, because it's the first thing they're gonna fail on, and it's gonna be the first thing that the attorney's gonna say to him, you don't have enough to take this anyway. So we need the backup to do a nuisance,
So
and that's the
you
only thing.
saying I should go over and open up their door and videotape it and let it slam and stuff?
Didn't you just say it was a screen door?
It's like the
Yeah,
glass.
it's the screen door.
Yeah, it's the screen
Yeah, it's the outer door, not the front door.
Storm door.
Storm door.
She'll have to open the door, if it has no
Just take a
closure,
video, I mean, you have to take a video of them doing it, or
Well, it's
film,
usually when I'm in a meeting at
sound
work
it,
or I'm laying in bed and I don't have time to get up and
Right.
jump it.
So this goes to my same question that like if you have a problem owner that's continuously violating rules and doing things, can we at some point stop them from being able to rent out? You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm trying to explain.
Yeah.
I understand
But you
why
have to have
it's
proof.
annoying,
Right.
but what rule are they breaking, going in and
Right,
out
right.
their door? What are they
Well, I'm
breaking?
guessing they're probably breaking all kinds of stuff, so I don't know if
I
there's
mean,
anything on
you
record.
have to
I'll
have
look.
proof
Yeah.
of what, if it's broken, I mean, if there's no hydraulic thing in there, that's not a functioning,
No, we could send,
Yeah.
get the door, but no, we don't wanna advise owners to go open someone
Yeah, I
else's
don't
property.
open the door and get shot. These guys
No.
aren't even vetted.
Well, he's mad at them
We know
because
who
we
they are.
had done the vetting thing. That's why he's not responding.
Well, he'll,
I have something. The website, there's a lot of things on the website, like the contracts and things that are not updated. So I didn't know who does the website.
for CNS,
Is it the CNS website?
Yeah, we don't have.
Yeah,
Okay,
like what,
that's
like
ours.
new contracts shouldn't even be
Well,
where
it-
you can see them anyway, just the board.
No, it has contracts on
you
there.
mean the bylaws and
Yeah,
documents?
all of it,
those
but
things?
there's, I mean, I wrote it out, and I can give it to Laura.
You
wrote
can give
out
it to
on
Laura,
paper.
but I can tell you right now, I will add new stuff, like the new financials, but I'm not looking at the whole website. I'll give you what's on my plate right now for this place. You've got the
Okay,
reserve
I-
schedule, I got a list,
I'm
Susan.
just telling you.
I got that
You don't
2
wanna hear
pages you
crap
sent.
from us, well, I don't wanna hear that. If we're gonna have a website, then let's figure out, are we gonna do it or are we not gonna do it?
You
That's-
sent, you and Laura, right, I think
Okay.
helped you, you sent me 2 pages of violations.
Okay, but
Right
that's,
before I did the walk around and
well,
did
that's
3
because
more
we
pages.
don't have directors, and there's things that need to be worked on, there's things that need to be fixed, there's buildings that are falling down.
That's fine, I'm just saying to you, you can give me the list, I'm not going to address the website right now, there's more stuff in front of you.
Well, I'm not saying you have to do it right now, nobody said that.
Okay, then what was wrong with my answer,
I'm
that I was
bringing
letting
up-
you know I'm not
well,
gonna do it right now?
Because you got offensive.
Okay, Susan,
So- okay.
what is your request here?
Okay.
So there's bylaws.
I will give you everything that I wrote down, I went section by section, okay?
Okay.
So I will give it to you. The other thing is, I have a question that I brought up to you, is I don't understand when there's a late payment or whatever, why we get 3 letters? Why we get 2 in the mail and we get a certified?
Well, you know what, I'll ask that question because I know we've had a couple of questions about that
Okay.
too, so. Anything else, Susan?
Not for right now, because I don't want any more attention.
Okay, can you just give me whatever it is you got written?
Yes, I have it in the book, so.
Okay. Does anybody, oh, Ruby?
I would just like to thank Nancy for the lovely, lights at our front doors that are very, very nice. And also, I would like to thank, Susan and her friend for clearing out that mess down on the far end of.
That's Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff
did it.
I couldn't believe the difference, I
Oh,
didn't even
it's
recognize the
wonderful.
area, it's a lot, that looks great, guys.
Thank you for
Yeah.
saying that.
Mhm.
That was a lot of work. And
Yeah.
I will say
That's all
that.
I didn't recognize it.
That was a lot of
Cluster
work.
1 got very lucky because, you know, one of our owner's sons is an electrician, and Gary Sani and Jim Mack were his gophers for 2.5, 3 days, trailing him and helping him put all of those light fixtures up, and they give off a lot of light, so they're just very nice. So it does take a community.
And the box said that the light bulbs that are with them should last for 28.2 years.
Well, all right then.
They're
All right, we're all
LED
dead.
lights.
We're gonna prove it. I might still be here at that time. Gary, you have something?
I have one more, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Was people, in your cluster, told what was going on with Janet going around with you and that to the, checking things out, what was going on?
No,
Because I'm wondering if, you tell the people in an email that, there was a walk around and found violations. If you are one of them, and just put out, trash, being out, these different things, and right now do it, so that way people know that, oh my gosh, I can't do that.
There are about, 4 pages of units that have been identified for various things. Janet wrote down every single violation, took a picture and time-stamped it so she can go back through her 1,000 pictures that she took. It's a matter of the time to get those messages out. We don't know. I started to take notes, and after I was done, we started with cluster 6 and then cluster 2, and I had, I don't know how many pages worth. I stopped because Janet was doing a really good job, and so I don't know how it's possible to go back and alert those people that FYI you have violations at this time.
It was a lot.
There were so many.
But to Gary's note, we did talk about doing that general email about the, like, the windows and
Yeah.
doors
Okay,
and giving them
yes.
people time to do that.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Before,
but we have to figure out who those people are still.
or just the whole community, go
Oh,
look,
yeah.
you know, and,
Yeah, I
because
mean,
we're gonna be.
we can do that, but I don't, like, the trash thing,
No, not those things, just like,
but yeah, I mean, we can very easily send out an email to the owners saying, if your windows are old, if your screens are broken or bent, expect a letter. I do think that it'd be nice if we could get some vendors to, like, give some options for vendors who might be willing to do some bulk pricing, because we identified a lot of windows, issues, old windows, broken screens, things like that. So it'd be nice if we could try to get some pricing in place for those people, who have to replace. Cause there's just some very dumpy looking units, but we can send an email out, I mean, we can talk about that.
Laura, the last thing, Megan, we have, I don't know how many, 5 or more that are empty units. There's a couple that are renovating, there's some of those are ones that.
I was there at the walkthrough,
Yeah, well,
saw-
some of those are like in the midst of being sold or maybe rented out, but we got rats. She's got them, I've got them.
I don't have them in, but I
but
can hear them running.
The thing is that these empty things especially, no one is, active in them. Okay, Laura, I need that.
I
No one is
understand.
active in the units,
no.
and they're not closed up, like, properly, because of the,
And they're coming in the toilets.
so nobody, they're not active in the units, like the water, you know, flushing the toilets and doing things that,
So it hasn't been prepared for a long vacancy, is what you're saying.
okay, so they're not active in the units, but they're not also being closed up.
Susan, I can,
So my-
like, I can tell you that,
Okay. So my
about
point is-
6 months ago, we had the roofs capped, or I had the roofs capped for,
No, but what
you
I'm
know,
saying is this is very unusual. I've lived here since '79. We have never had this many units empty for a period of time. The units are not selling.
I know.
You know, they're not, no one's coming to see them. So they're like stagnant. And this is when the rats are moving
Okay.
and they're not,
So,
what I'm getting at is we need the owners to take some action with them.
okay, so I will tell you this, I forgot to have it on the agenda. We did put in a request with Turner to do exclusionary work on the property. They gave us pricing. It simply was something that we missed, but as the directors, we can talk about the pricing, because they can come out, it has not been done since Ian, and identify how the rats, the snakes, and whatever are getting in and seal up those entry points. Because I hear the rats outside my bedroom window.
Yes.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
it's disturbing. They chirp. I didn't know they chirped until I Googled it, okay? It's disgusting. But we nonetheless have pricing. The directors can talk about it because it's going to come out of each director budget. I agree with you. It is it's a health issue, it's a safety issue if they're getting into empty units and doing a lot of
Yeah, 'cause
damage.
these units are
So,
not,
I understand that.
yeah.
The directors will talk about it, and
Cause I'm
Janet
just-
will
And
email
a lot of
the
them, just so you
proposal.
know, it's the same units we're having issues
I
with
understand
that
what
aren't
everybody's
being
saying, what I'm, just to be clear, what I'm asking for is I'm asking for the owners to be talked to make sure that they're being attentive to their units, okay?
We can talk to them.
That's what I'm saying,
We can-
these are, I've reported some things over a year ago and they still are not
Because
responding.
We haven't, it's on the same
Because
website.
units,
Yeah.
this many units have never been empty for this period of time. Usually, people know to close up their unit
Yeah.
and whatever. There are people that, you know, don't care, do the thing, but there are a lot of units, and they've been empty for a while. I have 2 right next to me, and no one's coming to see them. They can't sell them.
Okay. We are looking at it, we will talk about it. It is 8:20. I think it's time to call it a meeting, so thank you so much. Meeting adjourned. Thank you very, very much for your time, and all of the challenges of meeting
No,
we
phones
need
are
to
working.